How to measure KPIs for B2B lead generation success. Stop tracking activity and start engineering pipeline. Most B2B teams are drowning in dashboards, but still can't answer a basic question. Which lead generation KPIs actually predict pipeline and revenue? That uncertainty is expensive because across industries, only about 2.9% of leads become customers. So small conversion improvements, or small leaks, compound fast. The goal of KPI tracking isn't prettier charts. It's making the funnel measurable enough that we can fix what's broken. In practice, measure success means you can explain what good looks like at every stage: lead, MQL, SQL, opportunity, and closed won. When your KPIs are clear, you can forecast with confidence, coach SDRs with specifics, and defend spend decisions without hand-waving. When they're not, teams default to vanity metrics and opinion battles. This matters even more now because competition is rising. About 69% of B2B companies plan to increase investment in lead generation, and email remains the workhorse channel, with roughly 87% of B2B businesses relying on it. In a world where every inbox is crowded, KPI clarity becomes an execution advantage for any sales agency, SDR agency, or in-house team running cold email and outbound. Align on definitions before you touch a dashboard. Before we add tools, we lock down language. If marketing, SDRs, and AEs don't share one-sentence definitions for lead, MQL, SQL, and qualified meeting, your reporting will be internally consistent and still wrong. This is why so many organizations feel like they have data but no truth. The handoff is usually the breaking point. Only about 11% of companies report a seamless marketing-to-sales handoff. And KPI ownership is a big reason why. A practical fix is a short funnel mapping workshop where the revenue team reviews the last 90 days, agrees on stage criteria, and documents disqualifiers so bad fit doesn't get mislabeled as sales didn't follow up. If you're using sales outsourcing or an outsourced sales team, for example, a cold calling agency or outbound sales agency, definitions matter even more because you're coordinating across org boundaries. At SalesHive, we treat stage definitions and required CRM fields as part of the deliverable, because without them, you can't fairly judge performance or improve it. Build a KPI stack that mirrors the funnel with real benchmarks. Once the stages are defined, attach a small set of KPIs to each stage and keep it stable. A tight KPI stack makes it obvious where the funnel is leaking, and it prevents the most common mistake we see: celebrating volume while pipeline stays flat. The benchmark reality is sobering. Only about 13% of leads convert to opportunities, and it takes an average of 84 days. So mid-funnel visibility matters as much as top-of-funnel volume. For most B2B teams, the most sensitive conversion gate is MQL to SQL. The average MQL to SQL rate hovers around 13%, which means loose qualification criteria or slow follow-up can destroy downstream ROI even if marketing hits the lead goal. If you want fewer arguments and more pipeline, track conversion rates by stage first, then layer activity KPIs as supporting indicators. Here's a simple KPI map we recommend as a starting point. Use it as a baseline, then segment it by channel and ICP so you're not averaging away the truth. Make speed to lead a non-negotiable SLA. If you want one KPI that quickly improves results without increasing spend, it's response time. Responding to a new lead within 5 minutes can lift conversion by up to 9 times. And research commonly cited in lead gen reporting suggests 35 to 50% of deals go to the first responder. That's not a nice to have. It's a routing and operations problem you can measure and fix. Operationally, this means you define what counts as a hot lead, demo request, trial sign-up, high-intent inbound, or a positive outbound reply. Then enforce a business hours SLA like 5 to 15 minutes with clear ownership. In your CRM, track created time, first touch time, and first meaningful touch, not just an automated email. So teams can't game the metric. This is also where many cold calling services and B2B cold calling services fall short. They optimize for activity instead of speed plus relevance. A high-performing cold calling team doesn't just dial. It closes the loop fast when intent spikes, hands off cleanly, and proves it with timestamps and conversion rates instead of anecdotes. If your SDRs can't explain your funnel stages in one sentence the same way your marketers do, your KPIs will look precise and still lead you to the wrong decisions. Give SDRs a balanced scorecard, activity plus outcomes. The fastest way to create bad behavior is to measure one dimension of performance. Pure activity goals create noise. Pure outcome goals can demoralize newer reps and hide process issues. The fix is a scorecard that blends inputs, dials, emails, conversations, with outcomes, meetings set, meetings held, SQLs, pipeline created, and reviews them weekly for coaching. This is especially important in outbound motions, where email and calling work together. Most B2B teams rely on email, so a cold email agency or in-house outbound should track more than opens. What matters is reply rate, positive reply rate, meeting conversion, and downstream opportunity creation. For B2B cold calling, contact rate and conversation to meeting rate are far more actionable than calls made. When we help teams hire SDRs or scale an outsourced SDR program, we anchor performance reviews to pipeline contribution, not calendar stuffing. The point of an SDR agency or sales development agency isn't to book the most meetings. It's to generate meetings that become opportunities and opportunities that close by proving quality through stage progression. Segment KPIs by channel and lead quality, not just volume. Blended averages are where good programs go to die. If you lump inbound, partners, events, and outbound into one conversion rate, you'll underfund your best channel and keep paying for your worst one because the average looks fine. Segment KPIs by source and ICP so you can answer the only budgeting question that matters. Where does pipeline come from most efficiently? This is also how you solve the quality problem that keeps showing up in surveys. About 42% of businesses say low-quality leads are a major challenge. The metric that cuts through the debate is pipeline per lead or revenue per lead by source, because it forces the organization to treat lead gen as an investment portfolio instead of a volume contest. A common mistake is presenting open rates, impressions, or traffic as success, then wondering why AEs complain. Those are diagnostic signals at best, not KPIs. Whether you run telemarketing, LinkedIn outreach services, list building services, or pay-per-appointment lead generation, your reporting should ultimately tie back to SQLs, opportunities, and dollars by source, so decisions are based on output, not optics. Use time-based KPIs to catch funnel rot early. Conversion rates tell you if the funnel is leaking. Time-based KPIs tell you if the funnel is rotting. Leads aging in queues, slow follow-up, and stalled opportunities can crush quarterly targets, even when conversion percentages look acceptable. Track speed to lead, average days in stage, and days from SQL to opportunity so you can find bottlenecks before the quarter ends. Another mistake is changing KPIs every quarter with no baseline. When the goalposts move constantly, teams stop trusting the numbers, and you can't tell whether process changes worked. Lock your core KPI framework for at least 12 months. Then treat new metrics as experiments with an owner, a hypothesis, and a decision date. AI and automation can help here, but only when they serve the KPI system instead of replacing it. Automations like instant routing, enrichment, and anomaly alerts reduce manual work and protect response SLAs, especially at higher volume. The teams that win use automation to speed up execution, then use KPIs to decide what to fix next. Run KPI reviews as a revenue team and turn insights into experiments. The best KPI meetings don't happen in silos. We recommend a monthly 60-minute revenue council where marketing, SDR leadership, and sales managers review the same funnel view and choose one weak link to improve. Weekly, SDR managers should coach from scorecards. Daily, reps should see a lightweight dashboard inside the CRM so they can self-correct without waiting for a quarterly post-mortem. From an implementation standpoint, keep the dashboard simple. Think 8 to 12 widgets that reflect the funnel: leads by source, MQL to SQL, meeting set versus held, SQL to opportunity, pipeline per rep, win rate by source, and speed to lead. If a frontline rep can't look at it in under 2 minutes and know what to do today, it's too complicated. This is where many B2B sales outsourcing programs struggle because reporting is treated as an afterthought instead of the operating system. Your next step is straightforward. Map your funnel, document stage definitions, instrument the timestamps, then segment results by channel and ICP. Whether you're scaling in-house, working with cold calling companies, or evaluating SalesHive pricing and SalesHive reviews as part of vendor selection, insist on KPI transparency that connects activity to pipeline and revenue. That's how lead generation stops being guesswork and becomes a repeatable system.